doe-eyed and raptured. And then all of a sudden,
who was in there? Like Nicole, Miss Diane.
Like, well, Nicole, Miss and I were playing pool.
Yeah, it was Diane.
And the funny thing is, Nicole, Miss and I were playing pool, and we were just like sort of listening, but not really. And we were like, are they believing this line of hooey? I mean, it was dead silence and just his voice. And he's just going on and on about Big Brother is evil and Big Brother is this and we should have this and they're treating us like this and this show is sucking, nobody's watching and blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like sheep going to the slaughter.
But why would he be saying that? There must be a reason that he's saying that.
See, he's playing this game.
Instill like some sort of...
Well, he's playing this game that I don't need this money. I'm just here for the experience. This is sucking, to try to like make us all, put us all on edge. Make us all think, well, this sucks. We're wasting our time. We're wasting our summer. So we're not looking at each other. We're looking every place else.
Right.
Instead of looking at him. And then he starts talking about different seasons, blah, blah, blah. And then he like is looking, each time he's like looking for like a trigger. And he goes from saying something to Kaser, not getting the right response to him. And then he says something to Danielle. And then he says it just loud enough for me to hear it about Danielle getting robbed. So, of course, me not being smart enough to shut the fuck up, which is my goal for the season, I have to go over there and I'm trying to be calm. But I'm like, Danielle did not get robbed. If you're playing this game smart, you know, and I go into my whole thing, which is valid. Danielle, thank God, held her tongue and was like, I wanted Jason to win. Which normally would have driven me over the border because I think she's a race traitor, but that's not what we're talking about. But then I held my tongue and I walked back to continue to play pool. But then he, like, while like he's trying to get Daniel, he's just trying to get everybody to hate on each other.
Yep, that's what it does.
And while I'm like saying whatever I'm saying to Danielle, Kaser, who's watching him like a hawk, hears him turn to Diane and go, now we got a show. So he's just using this crazy manipulation technique to get us all riled up, to get us to fight, while he and Mike Boogie sit back and watch us act crazy and laugh all the way to the bank. When both of those motherfuckers probably are millionaires.
What are we going to do?
It's the exact same thing he did season 2. He's playing the exact same game. And we should all be smart enough to know better. We're supposed to be all-stars. We're going to get played by the ultimate Big Brother player?
Well, I mean, we have to take him out next week.
He has to go.
Before chicken?
That's the thing that's going to happen every single week. Somebody else is going to show their ass, and it changes what happens. It's like Danielle overplayed. She showed her ass. Now she's on the block instead of Chicken George. It should have been a free week for her. Will shows his ass today.
Now Chicken
George is safe. It's like every week something else is going to happen. But if he's happy, if as he says he's happy to go home whenever he's ready to go home,
which I'm sure he's not,
then he should go. Because I didn't come here, I didn't take off of my life where I have to work every single day to keep this beast moving forward, to come here to have two people that don't need to be here playing house.
Yeah.
With my money. Fuck you. I know we're not supposed to say how much money we make per week, but that money means a lot to me.
Yeah, no kidding.
So if it means shit to you,
goodbye.
Good night.
Exactly.
You don't want to do sequester? Sequester, that was what he was saying. Sequester so stupid. That's how he went to the whole thing.
Oh, how the Big Brother shouldn't have sequester house.
Sequester so stupid. I can't believe they're going to waste my time. Da, da, da. It's just this empty expense. Da, da, da. He's getting all of us to think. Then he was saying things like,
he's getting us to think that
if you're, this is what he was saying. He was like, you might as well just go to 6th place because you make as much money as 2nd place. And it like casts this thing like, I'm not playing for 6th place. I'm playing to win. I'm playing for final 2. If you're just here playing for 6th place, go home.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick that Howie doesn't get that he mocks him all the time, and now Howie's following him around like a puppy.
I know. Howie understands, I'm sure. He's got to. I swear. See, I think Howie enjoys the whole banter between them two. The whole fighting back. you know? What did Kaser say about Will?
Kaser thinks he's the devil.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Kaser was saying exactly what I was saying to you is what Kaser was saying. It's hysterically
He said
funny.
Will has to go.
He was like, Will has to go.
He was mad at me that I
You don't
put
know
Will
what he's
this week.
doing. You don't see what he's doing. I was like, Kaser, I know what he's doing. Because as soon as that whole thing went down and Danielle went inside, that was when I went inside just to make sure that Danielle understood that it
I
was
was inside
less.
with Danielle.
Right. It was less about that whole thing and more a momentary glitch. And that's what it was like. That's why I was getting so angry. It had nothing to do with like Big Brother 3 and blah, blah, blah. I just got so tired of listening to that bullshit that he was putting out there. I mean, it was like the biggest so fucking what fest you had ever heard in your life. It was like a marathon.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had it up to here with that crap. If Big Brother, if this isn't the show you signed up for, take the voluntary exit. Pull the fucking cord. There's 3 doors you can go out of. Which is why that has to be a game that he's playing. A strategy that he's working.
A strategy that, like, I don't want the money. I don't need it. I'm just here for the summer to have a good time.
Really funny
of course it's a strategy.
Mike Boogie doesn't seem to be playing that game. Like, it's almost like I wish Mike Boogie was here and not Will.
Yeah, I know.
But I think Mike Boogie has more to prove. He wants to get farther than
Mike
he
Boogie
got
wants
this
to
season.
get, yeah. Mike Boogie's here to play.
Oh, don't think that Will's not here to play.
He just doesn't
But he's here to play. He's gonna play dirty.
I'm not good at, like, mind reading or anything. I don't know what people are doing. Like, that day he came in here, you weren't here when Jason and Howie were in here. But that one day he came in here, he's like, oh, don't.